Sion, welcome. This is the second day of the MIT Sloan Sports Analytics Conference. It was an exciting second day. What were for you the most valuable examples of this day?
Well, I think today was all about what the theme of the conference this year represents, data for good. So data can be quite a buzzword. We use it, we like buzzwords in the marketing and commercial industry, but looking into data and the application into different areas. So for example, we talk a lot about data in the utilizations for commercial benefits or marketing purposes, but you can also look at data to improve health or social things, or more or less to underpin and to create analytics into other kind of processes of your company. So I think it's very important to understand that data never is a buzzword, but always has to be placed in the context of the specific situation.
Yeah, I think we can say that data is bringing the sports closer to the fans, and is creating a connection between the brand, the sports brand, and the fan.
Yeah, we had a very nice interview between the owner of the Boston Celtics and the CEO of DraftKings, which is a sports booker and a fantasy platform. And they basically said technology and data enables fans to get closer to the sports. And I think that's right. In terms of data, understanding your fans better and therefore becoming more relevant in your communication towards your fans, and technology to open up new possibilities of actually extending the experience what a fan can have with you as a sports club, team, league, whatever.
I think FIFA, the worldwide football organization, soccer organization, they gave a great performance. They had a great performance.
Yeah, amazing. They basically showed what they've done during the World Cup of 2022, and they've zoomed in a lot on the collection of data, on-field performance, when players pass, where they are on the pitch, and they utilize all that data for different purposes. So one of the purposes was to stream that data into the broadcasters to give the fan, the viewers, a better experience of viewing the game. But they also used it to send it to the individual countries to help the performance teams of the countries to steer the teams even better. They also used it, for example, for the website and all the digital platforms to create reports and match statistics and stuff like that. So I really like their approach because they knew data collection can benefit what we do and growing the game of football, that's the purpose of FIFA. But they also found multiple ways of making it applicable into different areas.
If you are active in the sports industry, you are owner of a club or a league, doesn't matter. Where do you start when you have done nothing till now? Yeah. How do you start? What is the way of thinking?
Yeah, I think technology and data can be a very scary world to look into because it's so complex and it is so big. The best tip I would have is just start somewhere.
Start by capturing data.
Start by capturing data and just start. You can't really do something wrong. And if you start by capturing data,
you discover it.
You discover it, you can analyze it, and you can do something with it. And then the flywheel starts rolling. And so just start by capturing it. And look into the data which is already applicable or available in your organization, because 100% there is.
Yeah. And I think your marketing people will be more happy if you do that, because they have much more information to target or to learn about fan behavior.
Yeah, I think we are obligated to help our marketing teams reach their KPIs. I mean, we push a lot of KPIs to them, reach commercial goals, reach growth, but we also should give them the opportunities to look into more variations of reaching those KPIs. And data can help them. They can help them discover segments. They can help them not only find the different segments, but also the moments in time to reach out to those fans when they are most likely to buy, for example.
It's an opportunity, absolutely.
100%.
Very important in sports, also I know in Australia, is sports betting. Sports betting is closely connected to the fun of sports.
Yep.
But data is also influencing the betting behavior. And many people say the betting industry will have a new phase of growth because it's fueled by data.
Yeah, I think betting has the possibility to increase the tension for specific games for you as a fan. For example, you're always a fan of your club, but there are always games that are less interesting than the other ones. But by betting, you can increase the tension you can get as a fan by actually watching that game. But for sports betting companies, they need to understand from a data point of view which games can be more interesting to put higher odds on and which games aren't. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And I think we saw a great presentation of Moneyball.
Yeah.
The story of Moneyball. It was in 2003. Billy Bean, Oakland Athletics. Can you tell something about it?
Yeah, of course. Baseball was like any other sports, was basically coached by gut feeling of the coaches, of the trainers. And they were not a very good team in terms of athletes and stardom and talent. But they found a way to look into the data of the game and use that data to, well, eventually end up winning the World Series. So that was really the first example in sports how data usage, data analysis and data activation could help improve sports teams to reach, well, the ultimate goal.
It's 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And it was a great movie with Brad Pitt.
It was an amazing movie. If you haven't seen it, look at it. But I think everyone in sports knows that movie. And now we're with a writer and a couple of other people which were part of that story, looking back into the last 20 years. And I think the summary or the conclusion was it really started a movement.
Yeah.
That data can actually bring value to sports.
Great. I want to finish with a quote, and you can give some comments on it or not. Okay. It's also possible. Working with data is driven by curiosity.
Yeah. Yeah, I think data, information, statistics on its own, without context, it's very hard to interpret and to do something with it. So you need curiosity to look into that information, to actually know what you are going to do with it to make it available. So I think curiosity in the digital world, not only in the data world, is one of the biggest talents you can have.
Sion, great second day. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.